Tonight we're going to be making a Mediterranean soup. I hope I pronounce it right. It's called Harira, and it's got all kinds of spices and stuff in it. On my burner over here, I have my pot. It's on about a medium heat, and I've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil in it. I'm going to add 2 ribs of celery that I cut up and 1 medium onion that I cut up. I'm going to put that into the pan, and we're going to let that saute for about 5 to 7 minutes. So I'll see you in 5 to 7. Okay, I'm going to add my 4 cloves of garlic, which I peeled and diced. We're going to just cook that for like 30 seconds. And then we're going to add some of our Mediterranean spices so we can get them to bloom. Okay, I'm going to take a half a teaspoon of turmeric. A 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. A half a teaspoon of paprika, smoked paprika. I like the smoked one. A half a teaspoon of cumin powder. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of cardamom and a teaspoon and a half, there we go, a teaspoon or a half of ginger. I'm going to give that a stir and just let those all come together. I mean, you know how I love my Mediterranean spices. It just smells amazing in here. So I'm going to just put these to the side so I don't spill them, because I've been known to do things like that. Then I'm going to add my, let's see, my cinnamon. I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then I'm going to add my lentils. I have a half a cup of green lentils and a half a cup of red lentils. We're going to put those in, give those a stir. We're going to add in 6 cups of vegetable stock. And then I'm going to add 1 28 ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Give that a stir. I'm going to add some salt and pepper, about a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon and a half of salt. It looks like it's raining salt in my soup. Okay. You give that a stir. We're going to bring that to a boil, and then we're going to turn it down to probably medium low, but you're going to keep the lid like this so there's a little steam that comes out. You want to leave it like tilted so it comes out. So I'm going to turn this up, bring it to a boil, and then we're going to turn it down. Okay, I forgot to tell you that we have to put cilantro and parsley in. So I have a half a cup of each I diced up. We're going to put half the cilantro in and half the parsley in, and when that cooks up too. We're going to bring that to a boil, like I said, and turn it down, and you're going to cook it for about 30 minutes. So I'll see you back in 30 minutes. Okay, I have 1 can of chickpeas, which I drained and rinsed. I'm going to add those. I'm going to add gluten-free pasta to mine. You can use capellini and just break it up into small pieces, but I'm going to use about that's probably about a half a cup of stellini. I'm going to put the stellini in there. You can use whatever you want. And then I'm going to add the rest of the parsley and the cilantro that I had from before. We're going to give that a stir. And we're going to let that cook for another 5 to 6 minutes, just until the pasta's done. So I'll be back in 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, the pasta and the beans are cooked through. I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of our homemade, our homegrown honey. I always use the wooden. I don't like to use the metal on there because it takes something away from the honey. And give give that a stir. You can see, I'm not gonna put this in a bowl tonight. I'm just gonna let you see it from here because I'm gonna let it cool. But it just smells absolutely amazing. Oh, delicious. Enjoy. See you next week.